Okay, so let me show you a little exercise on how to work on your balance. In order to work on our balance, we need to know how to make a proper squat. Uh, the squat I'm using here is a deep squat. Uh, if you have trouble having your elbows straight over your knees like this, when you go down, you can take your knees on the outside of your elbows and do the same thing. Just widen your base a little. Here from the side, you can see the same movement. I want my elbows around my knees and I want my shoulders over my ankles. You can see that line that's underneath my feet, just in front of my ankles. That represents my baseline. That's where my center of gravity is. I want my shoulder straight above that line. If my shoulder is above that line and my knee is in front and my ass is in the back, then I'm in balance. And when I go up, I want to straighten my legs so my knee comes in line and my hips come in line and I become straight. So you can see here when I go up and down, I go from a straight to my knees in front and my ass back. But watch that my heels and my toes are in the mat at all time. I want 50-50 weight distribution from heel to toe, and I want a 50-50 distribution for each leg. So if you have trouble doing a deep squat by yourself, I suggest you get something to sit on, like I'm doing on my bag here. But I don't want to sag down and just hit like that. I want to be in balance all the way down before I sit. So I'm in balance, and now I sit and I lean back. Then I lean forward, and when I feel I'm balancing on my legs, I go up, down, lean back, lean forward, and up. So I want to find that little spot where I'm in balance. Now I'm out of balance, and I go back on my feet, and I find my balance. So try to practice this first on a bag, and when you get good at it, you can do it a little faster, and eventually you'll be able to do it without the bag. Uh, Not everybody can go as far as I can here. I certainly couldn't just 3 years ago. It's something I learned doing my martial arts, to go deep. So it's not a natural thing, especially if you sit on a couch all day. So, but I never want as I'm showing here, I don't want my toes off the mat, and I don't want to, when I go forward, I, my heels can lift from the floor, and when I go backwards, my toes can lift from the floor. I want to maintain a good balance all the way up, so I'm in base. And if you can't use a, a bag like that or nothing, you can get a stool like this one and you can do it on that. And if that stool is not good enough, you find a bigger one and you just work your way down. Slow progress is good progress, especially when it comes to agility and body movement. Don't ever go too far. Don't stretch so you can get there. I don't believe in that. I believe in constructing your body under mobility. So I'd rather do this 1,000 times than start to stretch out my muscles to get there fast. Because it's not only about stretching, it's also about muscle strength. You need to strengthen the muscles to do it. It's not enough that they actually can do it. They need to be strong enough as well. So now see here, I'm adding a little pop of the hip. So when I feel I have good balance, when I lean forward, I feel good balance, I explode up, and I go slow, very slow down. I lean back, lean forward, and the moment I feel the balance is there, I explode. If you can get that, that will help you so much. If you can get there, it will it will help you understand how to maintain your balance, and not everybody does that. So it took me a while to get there, but once you're there, you never lose it again. So don't be discouraged. It's a progress. Everything is a progress. But when you could do this squat, eventually you can do it without the exact same explosive squat. You want to be able to go all the way to your heels with your butt and explode up from there. So, yeah, this is what it should look like. Now I'm clenching my fists and making a strong posture when I come up. So, yeah. Next up, we need movement. Now we got base. Now we need movement in base. Let me be done showing you this shit. All right. So now we want to move. We have found out how to maintain balance. Now we want to be able to move while we're in balance. To do that, we need to understand that our shoulders, our hips, and our heels should be in line. And I want a weight distribution that's 60-40. You see, now I lifted the heel of one foot. When I do that, I want that to be light. I want the heel that's off the ground. I want 40% of that leg and 60 on the other one. And now I'm ready to move it. The moment I move it, I transfer my weight over, and I'm ready to move the other foot. So I move always from a 60-40 distribution from one leg to another. And I don't move a leg unless it's light. So try to work around it. Just try to move around and try to feel that you won't move, you won't take a step before the foot is light. Then you are in balance at all times. So here I am just moving around from side to side. Basic movement, but it can be hard to do it the right way, you know. And if you don't know how to do this, you don't want to take it a step further. You don't even want to do martial arts. You don't want to strike. You don't want to grapple. You don't want to do anything assembling a fight without having this first. This is so important, you know, because that's what's going to keep you from getting your head slammed to the ground or get out of balance and get knocked out, you know, because losing your balance can have so many bad directions. So yeah, what else can I show you? Yeah, I want to show you that same applies when you go back and forth, you know. So it's not only from side to side like this. You see, I lift my heel and I move the foot, and I move the weight and I lift the heel and move the other foot. That's the concept. Don't move a foot unless it's light. It sounds easy, but I promise you, to stand up and try to do it now, you know, you're going to lose a step once in a while. I do that. I just did it a moment ago. So it's not as easy as it looks like. But I want 3 points touching the ground at all times. That creates a triangle effect, you know. You see, I always have 2 points on one foot and 1 point on the other foot, even when I slide back and forth like this. You know, I have 3 out of 4 points in the floor at all times. Okay, so you can see here, if my legs are together and I lean to the side, I will lose my balance because my weight is on the outside of my hips and my feet. But if I spread my feet at about shoulder width, my center of gravity will be between my feet, even if I lean to the side. So, and if I want to step, now I'm showing it the wrong way. If I want to step that way, I don't want to take my legs together before I take a step. I always want to lead with the leg that's on the side I'm moving. So that's called a lead leg and a trail leg. So when I go to my left, I take my left leg first. When I go to the right, I move my right leg first. It's a simple concept because that way my legs will never be still together and I'm walking in balance. So this is this is me looking like a robot, you know, but it's just an exaggeration to show you what I'm talking about. I know it looks weird. But the same thing applies when I'm going back and forth. When I go forth, I want to lead with my lead leg. You know, I want to take a step with my front leg and the other one trails. That's why it's called a trail leg. And the other way around, when I go back, I lead with my rear leg and my front leg follows, so I don't get my feet caught up together like this. You know, this is what we want to eradicate by moving the legs nearest the direction we're moving in. So even it doesn't matter where I'm moving, I always want to have a lead leg and a trail leg like this. So yeah, move around and try that. Now I'll show you some circular movement. You see, the moment I lift my leg like this, you know, then I put 60% on it. I can move like this, circular, without breaking my balance. I'm in balance at all time, and I always have 3 points on the ground. You know, even though I twist my hips almost 180 degrees, you know, I maintain my balance all the way. We can use this for striking, like I'm showing here, because when you rotate, a punch comes from rotation. It doesn't come from just straighten your arm, you know. If I do this, it won't hurt anybody. But if I rotate and push off the ground and rotate my hip, you know, I don't even have to stretch my arm to hit a big punch. You know, it will come from the rotational force that I create from the ground. And that's where the 3 points come in play. You know, if I hit one, I lift my heel to create rotation, but I always have 3 points, you know, on the ground. And it doesn't matter which way I'm hitting, or I can go back and forth in balance, and then I can hit. You know, I always have 3 points. Here I'll show you with both hands how one foot is rotating and the other foot is keeping like a post, and I'm moving my 60-40 weight distribution from one leg to the other. And this is the hard part right here. That took me some while, but try to work it. Here I'm just showing a squat. Here I'm not doing a deep squat. When I train, I just go here. I just did the deep squat because that's harder to maintain, and it would actually better your shallow squat. I don't want your regular squat, you know. So if to understand it, I want you to work with the deep squat, because that will help you understand the concepts that I've been talking about weight distribution and movement and power. And once you have that, you just need to do 5 minutes of this every day, and you'll become very good. If you can do a squat like I'm doing here, just do it 5 minutes every day, and your balance will automatically get a shitload better. All right, I'll put on a piece of music and
purpose and meaning in their life. They believe in one important thing deeply. I am here for a reason. Listen to me. I didn't say I am here for a season. I said I am here for a reason.
I'm here for a reason.
I got goals, I got dreams to achieve, and I'm here for a reason, not just a season. You know, it took me a while to really see that, cause I had doubts in my mind keeping me back. I was blind and I really couldn't see that. I'm important and I feel that. I'm not worried about the challenges in front of me. I will never let the doubt get the best of me. I can work my way up out of anything. All the blacks are just building a better me. Better be better than yesterday is the recipe. I'ma let the negativity rest in peace. I'm here to do bigger things, yeah, better me. And that's building and leaving a legacy.
Keep on going, keep on growing, keep on showing up, always get back up for a reason. I know my life's got meaning for sure. As long as I'm breathing, I know I'm here for a reason. I'm here for a reason. I know my life's got meaning for sure. As long as I'm breathing, I know I'm here for a reason.
Yeah, I must be here for a reason, because I've gone through the wars and the struggles, but I'm still here. Rest in peace to the ones that passed. I won't waste your chances, I move forward, no fear. I've been close to death with no defense, whole load of meds, seen hospital beds. I know what it's like when you can't hold your breath, lying there praying that your time ain't next. This is survival. The self-belief is so vital. When you're down on your knees saying, Lord, please, and then you get back up and you keep on fighting. My enemies keep firing. It's cool, I move fast like lightning. I'm here with intention, I'm here with direction. Here for a reason, here for a reason.
Just keep on going, keep on growing, keep on showing up, always get back up. Here for a reason. I know my life's got meaning for sure. As long as I'm breathing, I know I'm here for a reason. I'm here for a reason. I know my life's got meaning for sure. As long as I'm breathing, I know I'm here for a reason.
If you could believe at the deepest level of your soul